The following content is funny, but actually funny. Not just light-skinned funny like Amanda Seales. Start the show. Yeah, I said it. I went there.
Damn.
I'm just saying. Look.
Damn.
I'm just saying. I tried to watch that shit the other night. The little comedy special. I be knowing.
I just admire your courage for trying.
She's okay. I'm always saying how Amanda Seales isn't really talented at anything. That's not necessarily true. I'll take some of it back. Mm-hmm. She is marginally funny. She's that funny friend you have.
Okay. She's the, I'm going to come through and support.
Yes. She's that funny friend you have that talks shit at work and everybody at work goes, oh, you should do stand-up. But most people who don't have light-skin privilege are smart enough to go, no, I can't just be funny like that, and I don't really have anything else to go with that. Amanda Seales can be pretty and have nothing else to go with it and fly very high in that career. If I tried to do what Amanda Seales is doing, I would not fare so well.
That's true. And I was like, you just described her career in a nutshell, by the way.
If anyone else who didn't look as good as her tried to do all the things that she tries to do, they would not fare well. Maybe, okay, I will give her character on Insecure.
I was going to say they would be Kim Wayans, but go ahead.
Oh, savage. Oh, man.
Sorry.
Niggas plus information plus alcohol equals opinions while black. Your black-ass cheat sheet for the week in foolishness and fuckery. Houston's most savage podcast. I'm your boy Oz.
I am D. Randle, and Clay, when I see you this summer, wakeboarding in your Quicksilver shorts, I'm going to remember what you said to me. I'm going to remember what you called me. What up, Steph? What up, KD?
Oh...
Well, Clay, you remember what you called me when you're wakeboarding in those Quicksilver shorts. This is for the six. This is for my city. We did it. I told you guys. In one season, I told you guys. We did it. Don't ever fuck with me, man. You know what it is. Plus, I got 2 songs dropping tomorrow, man. T-Dot, let's do it. You know?
Oh, man.
Yeet.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Nigga Peace Theater.
Thank you.
Another episode of Nigga Peace Theater. That is
thank you.
One Aubrey Graham, a.k.a. Six God, a.k.a. Drake, as interpreted by D. Randle.
Thank you.
Somebody check on Drake. Check on your Drake friends.
No.
Somebody
he's about to
him.
become the most annoying human being on the face of the earth.
He was already on the fast track to that.
He was already there.
Let's keep that a buck.
But you know what? I got to be honest.
Okay.
That's exactly why I wanted the Raptors to win. I wanted to see how annoying a single light-skinned person could be at the peak of their powers. I just need to see it.
Were you not paying attention to the Amanda Seales diatribe?
This is more than that, though. This is bigger than that. This is bigger than that. Drake is that dude. I'm sorry, man. Drake is that dude. When you're in high school, he's that dude, who's been talking big shit to you. And you can wash his ass.
Yeah.
You could drill this fool. And when it's time for y'all to square up and everybody's watching, you just ready. You just take that one death blow, and just as you're doing that, you slip on a wet spot.
Oh.
And then he kind of slips and he falls on top of you and like just,
so it looks like he hit you.
So it looks like he hit you, and then he jumps up real quick like, I got him.
Yeah, that's that. That's exactly that.
And you get up and you ready to box again, but you realize, damn, he accidentally hit me in my nose, so my shit is bleeding. And everybody sees and they're like, oh.
He's that nigga that wins one round of Street Fighter.
That's the one.
And swears he's the house champ.
And puts the sticks down.
And just puts the sticks down.
I ain't got nothing else to prove.
That ain't the champ, y'all.
I told y'all.
That ain't the champ. We got a few of them. Except I play Call of Duty, so I end up seeing them again on the servers. I watch them.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's been a weird week.
Yeah.
It's been a weird week. I was not well for a lot of the week.
Damn.
I am 95% back.
Okay.
I have actually in 10 years in my job, I have never taken more than like a day or two off from work. So that was quite an experience. I cannot be not working and just be at home for more than 2 days because I will start randomly ordering shit off of Wish. So I got a whole bunch of crazy shit coming to my house at some time during from like June 20th to July 16th or some shit. Wish is a weird place, man.
It is a strange place.
It is a very strange place.
Oh, it'll get to you.
Oh man, because it's something you can do. It's a game. It's a game. It's a game with microtransactions.
Yes.
It's a game you can do. Wish is a game you can do when you're bored. You can be just perusing on Wish and go, yes, I would like that 10-inch double serrated knife sent to my house, and yes, I would like it rushed here, even though rush shipping for them is like 2 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
Because it got to go through customs. It'll just sit in customs for like 6 days. But I did get my strength up. I drank a week worth of hot toddies.
Oh, shit.
And here I am. And I think I worked 1 day this week.
Nice. That's the American dream right
there.
There.
Right? What's going on with you, D. Randle?
Man, shit. Luckily, I've stayed above ground. I haven't gotten sick.
There you go.
Like you. I'm fighting it. Fuck the heat.
Fuck the heat.
Already. It's
early. My God.
It's unbearable. And this is also the time of year where people keep asking me to do shit for them, and all of it involves being outside
during the day.
In the day. And I'm like,
fuck out of here. I addressed this last week. Quit asking people to do shit in Texas in the summer. Please. During the day.
Absolutely.
Stop it.
Unless it is swimming.
Unless it's swimming.
Or something indoors.
And for me, because I'm single, unless it's pussy. Pussy during the day is completely fine, is not only allowed and condoned, it is encouraged. Pussy will keep you cool in the summertime. Quick humans ain't shit. A quick humans ain't shit because I woke up out of my hot-toddied slumber to catch up on the weekend fuckery, and I discovered that of all people that the culture let run game on them, y'all were conned, trolled by the unfunniest comedian ever. Not ever. No, not ever. Because I'm still on the fence about Gerard Carmichael. One of the unfunniest comedians in the game right now. Y'all let Lil Duval get over on y'all. And I don't understand it. Are you up to date on this shit?
I am.
Okay.
Lil Duval, I can safely say, is one of the unfunniest people I've ever seen or heard. I've never seen any stand-up by him. Every incident that I've ever seen of him has been absolutely unfunny and unentertaining.
If you went to TSU back in the early 2000s to like mid to like in the 2010s, you probably went to a comedy show where Lil Duval was there. Anybody who attended TSU in this time knows what I'm talking about.
Is he from here?
I don't know where he's from. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know. I don't know.
Smurfville?
Something. This nigga's not funny. And I've never heard anybody quote a Lil Duval joke. I'll put it that way. He had to make his bullshit comedy into songs to get people to remember his comedy, because I don't know. I have never met anybody who can recite a Lil Duval joke. With that said, this nigga in this black men don't cheat shit. Y'all, listen to me. I want you to listen very carefully, as a matter of fact.
Uh-oh. He took the glasses off on y'all.
Black men cheat.
Wait.
What? Let me cook. Black women also cheat.
Damn.
White men cheat. White women cheat. Everyone cheats. I know this. I know you know this. Because it's what these bullshit gender wars have been about for God knows how long. Lil Duval is trolling you. I know he's trolling you. So why the fuck did I wake up to social media and everybody was arguing about this shit? And entertaining this shit? Did you see anybody of note actually wearing these black men don't cheat shirts? Let's look at who's wearing them. Let's look at
Charlemagne the God.
Charlemagne the God. Didn't Charlemagne the God just admit not too long ago that he had cheated on his wife for like 2 years and was going to counseling for the shit?
Oh yeah, that's true. Damn.
Who else was wearing them? T.I.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That need not be spoken, but I will. T.I. had cheated with the whole left side of Black Hollywood for like the better part of 15 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Lil Duval is trolling you, and you niggas are falling for it. Why?
I have a counterpoint.
Go for it. What you got?
Maybe, and just humor me on this.
Okay.
Maybe he's just paying forward positive reinforcement. Maybe if black men repeat the mantra often enough, it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And someday soon we'll see a day where black men, in fact, do not cheat.
D. Randle, there are niggas in marriages. Not talking about you. There are niggas in marriages and relationships who have tried the same logic, trying to get threesomes with their significant other, to no avail.
That's very true.
So we know that's not the case. There are people. Well, I'll give you do you one better. Knicks fans know this isn't the case. Knicks fans want to win.
Oh yeah.
So we know just chanting it ain't gonna work.
They've been chanting it since 95.
95, right.
Yeah.
Y'all, quit falling for the fucking trolls. Really, honestly, quit falling for the fucking trolls. This is first of all, y'all already have the most fruitless, dumbass gender war arguments. And then I have to look up, and niggas are taking this and running with it, who are also trolling you. And y'all just going for it. What the fuck? We have to be smarter. Y'all, I'm not asking for us to have genius level intellect. I'm not asking for y'all to be the Black Panther out here. I just want y'all to be smarter than Lil Duval. I don't think that's asking a lot.
That doesn't take a lot at all.
I don't think that's asking a lot. I don't think that requires a lot. It's not hard to be smarter than the nigga who is the author of genius lyrics like Smile Bitch. I left y'all alone for like a week. I left y'all alone for like a week or two. And y'all just don't know how to fucking get y'all shit together, man.
Smile, bitch! I'm living my best life.
Oh, no. I'm not doing that.
I ain't going back and forth with you niggas.
See what I'm talking about? Song of the week, man. I don't even... Get y'all shit together. Be smarter than Lil Duval. Remember that crazy, stupid love line, be better than the Gap?
Yeah.
Be smarter than Lil Duval.
Doesn't take a lot, y'all.
You know what? I'm gonna write that. That's gonna be a game show. Are you smarter than a third grader? Are you smarter than Lil Duval? And just be a trivia game where you just have to answer more basic ass questions than Lil Duval.
Show me the number one.
This nigga can't find it. It's gonna be step stools everywhere for him to get to everything.
Oh man.
Song of the week. I just be discovering shit, man. I be discovering shit, and I immediately, I hear some shit, and I immediately want to share it with y'all. And it's always an artist that I have never heard. This is Aaron Ray featuring Childish Major. The song is called HMU or Hit Me Up. Go ahead and jam out to that. Pour yourself a little something. Get comfortable. We're back. We're here. We're going to have a good show today. So, let us help you get through your work week and pour up with us. We'll be back with more Opinions While Black. Let's go. And that was Hit Me Up from Aaron Ray featuring Childish Major. That's a hot little joint.
It's nice. I haven't heard that one before.
Very smooth.
I like that. You always put on some new shit, man. I gotta give it to you.
I'm telling you, man. I hear the good shit. I save it immediately. There's too much technology for me to not be able to capture the moment and remember it and share it with y'all. Like that joint last week, like Sabrina Claudio.
That was yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's going on. What's going on in the news? Oh, we got to start off on a very sad note, particularly for Houston.
Yeah.
Bushwick Bill died.
Yeah.
Bushwick Bill of the legendary famous Ghetto Boys died of pancreatic cancer at 52.
52.
Super young.
Way too soon.
Man,
he had a full life.
He did, man. He was definitely out there. Like, he was really for people in the South. The Ghetto Boys were our NWA.
Yeah.
They were telling, because they were, the NWA was storytellers from a more outlaw perspective. That was the Ghetto Boys.
And the Ghetto Boys were really, I would even dare say the Ghetto Boys were even grittier because they discussed more of the reality, I think, of growing up in that environment.
Absolutely. And
it was not glorified at all.
And they definitely, like, looking back on it, old school rap talked a lot more about mental health than we give them credit for.
Yeah. Mind Playing Tricks on Me was a song about mental health.
It was exactly about mental health. And a lot of the lyrics weren't genius level poetic, and it wasn't To Pimp a Butterfly type shit.
Yep.
But old school hip hop, man, definitely dealt with the mental state of the youth at that time and kind of just coping with the way things were.
Yes.
You know, broken glass everywhere. Yeah. People pissing on the glass because they just don't care. That kind of shit.
So we triple teamed on them, dropping them
Fifth Ward B's on them.
I prefer the album version that says dropping them motherfucking B's on them. But I will allow a Fifth Ward to slide through this one time.
I was definitely significantly younger, so I knew the radio edits.
That was the radio version.
Man, it's just crazy how Bill and the Ghetto Boys were just. I mean, they are deep in the fabric of Houston culture. Mm-hmm. My father used to play golf with Scarface.
I've played golf the same time as Scarface, actually, just a few years ago.
There was a while when he was really into golf.
Yeah, he still is, from what I understand. Never play in the group in front of him, and if your group is moving slow, because he will look at you very surly-like.
Real talk.
As if to say, please hurry the fuck up.
Hurry the fuck up, yeah.
He's also running for office.
Scarface is running for city council.
Yes.
Hit him with the air horns, goddammit.
District 18, Sunnyside, we out here.
Oh, shit.
South Acre, stand up.
That's the fuck I'm talking
Hillwood,
about.
stand up. Cloverland, stand up.
Get some of this red out of here. That's the fuck I'm talking about.
We don't even know.
I don't even know any of his politics, but I'm excited for that alone.
Dwight Boykins, we coming for you, son.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get him out of there. But yeah, so definitely rest in power, rest in paradise to Bushwick Bill. I know he would have definitely wanted to see Face coming up in the world.
Yep.
Where's Willie D?
He's still around.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's still around.
So yeah, definitely shout outs to the family and friends and loved ones of Bushwick Bill. He, for me, is particularly will just always be a part of the culture. Mm-hmm. I don't know that number. He will always be a part of the culture as far as I'm concerned. As a matter of fact, I jumped for joy and just leapt when I saw Bushwick Bill in the episode of Martin.
Yeah.
It was Houston in the building! When he was going to run up on Tommy.
Yeah.
And Tommy preached his way out of that ass whooping. What does it solve? Everybody had to have, man, 90s sitcoms were so whacked up. Everybody had to have a preachy ass episode that.
Don't talk down about 90s sitcoms.
What does it solve, brother? Oh, man. They didn't even write that. Thomas Michael Ford just did that. Get the drones down! Oh, man. Yeah, rest in peace to Thomas Michael Ford, too.
Yeah, he got the draws.
He did get the draws. Oh, man. So, on a slightly lighter note, Queen Sugar is back.
Oh, that's a show people watch.
That is a show people watch.
Yeah.
The two shows that I was very excited about this week were one, Queen Sugar, and two, Big Little Lies.
Oh. Damn it, I need to watch Big Little Lies. I haven't started the second season yet. Don't spoil it.
Okay. I was definitely gonna blow up the spot, but I will just say that I know this isn't particularly black or anything, except maybe I don't. Not to give anything away, I don't like where I think they're headed with Zoe Kravitz's character.
Oh.
But 15 minutes in, barely 15 minutes in, Meryl Streep killing it, fucking killing it. Meryl Streep reminds you that she is the god. Like, it doesn't take long at all. Because I was worried about the direction of this show because, as you know, if you watch the first season, they pretty much covered the length of the book.
Right.
And it ends with all the women being cool with each other.
Yeah. And it was really supposed to be a limited series at first.
Right. And honestly, going forward, that wasn't what I signed up for. I signed up specifically for this show because I love watching rich white women clawing each other's eyes out verbally. And I love it. I've loved it ever since I was a little kid watching Designing Women with my mother.
Yep.
And so I was like, well, they can't be all friendly. What the fuck is that?
Oh, you thought.
You thought. Meryl Streep is taking up the slack in this regard, and I suspect she will tear each and every one of these women to pieces this season. I'm not giving anything away, but I will just say her encounter with Reese Witherspoon was goddamn legendary. Because, you know, Reese Witherspoon has become like the pseudo queen of tearing other white women to shreds. Oh, man, she always got some hot shit to say on one of these movies.
Yeah.
But anyway,
do we get to see Nicole Kidman's titties in this?
No.
Person?
No.
Okay.
No titties.
Maybe later.
Maybe. No titties at all, actually. I was a little disappointed about that.
That's fine. It's just the first episode.
Queen Sugar is, like I said, Queen Sugar is back.
Let's go.
Shout out to everybody that was on the live tweets with us or with me. Shout out to, well, I'm gonna go ahead. She's interacted with our tweets enough that I'm gonna go ahead and consider Ava a friend of the show. So shout out to her.
She knows what time it is.
She knows what's up.
We family now.
That's right. Pour up. The season started out very strong, and I think what I love about this show is that it knows what we need to see culturally.
Yeah.
Everybody was still reeling from When They See Us.
Y'all were.
Yeah. Y'all were. We were not because we didn't watch that shit.
I'm not doing that to myself.
Same. And but a lot of people were, and a lot of people were still reeling from this Central Park 5 shit. And really processing this. And the first thing they show you in this episode is Kofi or Ralph Angel getting his letter that he is officially that his parole is up.
That's what's up.
And that he is officially out of the system.
Let's go.
And when I tell you they had a whole scene where this nigga literally ran through the fields screaming, jumping for joy at his freedom. I needed to see that. Everybody needed to see that.
Damn.
And this show is just, it's one of those shows that is every bit as heartwarming as kind of those syrupy, like, This Is Us kind of joints. But they also don't hold anything back. It's not sugar-coated, per se.
Right.
But these are definitely images that I think Ava and the laundry list of women directors and directors of color that direct these episodes know we need to see.
Yes.
So that was a very affirming moment. Another great affirming moment was watching the opening of Aunt Violet's Diner, and because of course now Hollywood got money, he won't let his woman do anything halfway. The grand opening had a fucking second line down the main street of the town, and that is so I mean, I know some white people listen to the show and they may or may not know what that is. But it's more or less a parade, a march, down the town central, down the town square.
Yeah. And
that in itself is also hugely affirming to see, because it's us in such unapologetic view, to the point where, you know, because the diner is famous for Aunt Violet's pies. They had the little boy. They had Blue with his little booth in the corner selling gluten-free pies.
Ooh. Who wants that?
I'm not going to lie. All these pies they show look fucking delicious.
Oh, okay.
And not only that, they showed this young man interacting with this little girl that he met on the playground, who like took his ball, and he was trying to negotiate getting his ball back, and she was a little, I won't say mean, but she was definitely a little extra, and they explain why later. But his interaction with that young woman was him being polite to this woman and treating her with respect, even in a situation where he didn't necessarily feel obligated to, and kind of going against these notions of toxic masculinity and showing that we can encourage our kids to have these positive interactions with the fairer sex. And even when they were talking about the differences in their children, the parents, when Ralph Angel and what's his name got to talking, and he admitted, he was like, well, my boy plays with dolls, so it is what it is. And she was like, and you're good with that? He was like, man, it's just toys.
It's just toys, man.
It's just toys. It don't mean nothing. And you can see where someone as hard as that character, who from the beginning of the show we've always known to come from a harder life and to have grown up in the system and to have spent a lot of time when we meet him in the system, to be able to encourage his son towards a more liberal lifestyle. I think I love this show because these are images we need to see.
Need to see them. It's like we talked about last week, like normalizing images of black people. Exactly.
Exactly.
To not fit certain stereotypes or archetypes. Like, just normalize shit. I remember with, my favorite cousin, who's a woman. We grew up, we were born like 5 months apart. Mm-hmm. They lived in the same house that we did for like the first, 4 or 5 years of my life. She would play with my G.I. Joes. I would play with her Barbie dolls.
Right.
And it wasn't some, overtly masculine or feminine shit. You just play, man.
You just played with the toys that were available to you, and it wasn't a big deal. And honestly, they're all dolls, bro.
Yes.
They're all dolls.
They're all dolls.
All of them. G.I. Joe too. They're all dolls, bro.
None of them have genitalia. Yeah.
That too. That too. And so, I'm just gonna kill that. And Let's get the rest of that bottle in there.
Every drop.
And not to give away too much, but I will just say it looks like the lion's share of season 4 is gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be fine ass Rutina Wesley being villainized as she drops her salacious book that seems to air out a bunch of unnecessary family laundry.
Hey.
And I'll just say it looks like the season's gonna go there, and it's gonna delve into a lot of their past. David Alan Greer is supposed to be coming on.
That's a good pickup.
That's a good pickup
on any show.
I'm telling you, this show knows how to cast. This show knows what to do, and the messages and the images are never preachy. So when it shows up, it's like, oh damn, you better, or like Charlie's new boyfriend. Who looks like he'd be Wilmer Valderrama's daddy. He's telling her this. He's telling her these romantic things as he's giving her a massage. First of all, listen to women got the playbook. They wrote this shit. Women got the playbook. They went to get a massage together, a professional massage. Mm-hmm. He stops the massage therapist in the middle of the shit and lets them go and takes over the massage from there and starts talking to her. He's Hispanic. He starts talking to her in Spanish, and when she started talking back in Spanish, I was like, you better be bilingual. God damn. And just little flourishes like that tell you how eclectic the writers and how understanding of the world outside of the culture they are, without necessarily hitting you over the head with it.
Right.
So yeah, just a little flourishes and things like that. That's the things that really make the show come alive.
I promise that I will binge it someday. I need
Got to.
Because
Got
this
to.
is season 4?
Season 4.
Damn.
Came quick.
How many episodes per season?
Somewhere in the new norm, which is like that 10 to 12 kind of thing.
I'll binge it.
Yeah, it's worth the binge. I think it's still on Netflix.
Okay.
Netflix, Hulu, I think. But yeah, so we're definitely going to be keeping up with that in the live tweets. Make sure you follow us at Opinions Black on Twitter. And I'm going to start doing an actual schedule for the week of shows that I'm going to be live tweeting, because Black Ink Chicago is back too, and my God, Ryan Henry has turned into the new Regina George from Mean Girls of tattooing. This nigga is this weird mixture of like Regina George and David Ruffin. I don't know how big tattooing is in Chicago, but goddamn, this nigga thinks a lot of himself. And the only thing I ever knew about him, and I'm sorry if he listens to this, because I know he interacts with me on Twitter a lot. The only thing I knew of him going in was that he was fucking Jeremiah's baby mom. Other than that, this nigga just got Dominican looking hair. That's about it.
I'ma put you to bed.
That's Jay Holiday.
Oh shit! What did Jeremiah sing?
Birthday sex.
Okay.
I mean,
right.
he's had things other than birthday sex, but if you want to go back that far to bed,
right. You're right.
So yeah, I'll be live tweeting that too. Going forth. Did you hear the new Gold Link album?
I did. I was impressed. It was very Gold Linky.
It was very Gold Linky. I was impressed just off of the theme. You know, the album's name was Diaspora.
Yeah.
And it was very diasporic. It definitely incorporated, from song to song, incorporated a lot of sounds and a lot of genres across the diaspora.
Yes.
Including and especially Afro-Latina.
Yep.
So that was a low-key kind of cultural thing that I don't think is being talked about enough. But I'm sure it's going to be, because it's a worthwhile album. Gold Link is a worthwhile artist. He definitely cleans up when he tours here. So I will definitely be looking forward to seeing that live.
I look like I'm the man.
We have definitely played Crew on the show.
Yeah.
Let's see. Was there any other new music that I can think of? No. Okay.
Still waiting on Drake to drop it.
Okay. Whoa, Drake. So Drake dropped the last week. He dropped the new song with Chris Brown.
With Young Breezy.
We will get to him later. They have a song together called, I think, No Guidance or something like that.
How appropriate.
How very appropriate for these niggas. I'm not gonna lie to you. This shit is already a candidate for Song of the Summer.
Damn.
I'm calling it now. You're gonna get real tired of hearing this one.
666.
Cause it's back to his singing song shit.
6.
You got it. Ooh,
the simping.
But oh my God, a friend referred to Drake as the Derek Jackson of hip hop. Oh man, that is so good. Oh man, Shout out to niggas keeping the same energy. Cause I be saying that shit. I say that shit about once a week that I'm gonna smack the shit out of Derek Jackson.
Hey.
Remember, keep the same energy on the social medias, guys. Cause did you see the video of Zab?
I saw the video of Zab Judah. Hey.
Oh man. I don't know who these niggas are, but they have come up with a wonderful entertainment model known as the pull-up.
I have a respect for anyone that does what they do, and they do it at a high level at any point in their lives. Especially if it's some shit that I've never done. Especially when it involves sports that require one person to hit another person.
To punch someone in the face or to be punched in the face.
Now, mind you, the last time I saw Zab Judah fighting, Zab Judah got knocked so dizzy that he didn't know where he was. He did a Ric Flair and just fell on his face because he just could not stand anymore.
That's the fucked up part about boxing. It only takes getting washed one time.
One time. Ask Roy Jones.
Whoa.
No, but that's so. At no point, Floyd Mayweather is probably a third of our size.
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit to Floyd Mayweather.
Nope.
Zab Judah is probably half our size. I have no reason to talk shit to Zab Judah.
I'm still not talking shit to Zab.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why I'm not talking shit. Floyd, if I feel that outgunned, I'll come back and run him over with a car.
Yeah.
Zab is a Brooklyn nigga.
You know?
Zab is a real Brooklyn nigga. And we know this. Okay, so if you have not figured out what we're talking about, it's this video that went semi-viral where these two guys come up to wherever you're at. If you were talking spicy about someone on Twitter, they question you about why you talk spicy about that person on Twitter, and then they let that person from Twitter confront you. And in this case, a nigga was talking shit at his job about how Zab Judah is washed. God bless you. First of all, he did this in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
I knew that street because Zab sure did come in off the street.
Off the street.
Walk right into this man's job, question him about the shit he said on Twitter. Because not only did the dude say Zab was washed, he said he could beat Zab's ass.
He did say that.
That man, he looked at him. That man stuttered a couple times. Zab said, I need you outside. 5 minutes. Let me get that. And he was like, he was like, man, I was just talking, bro. He's like, nah, let me get that. We can settle this today.
Today, right now. 5 minutes.
That nigga looked afraid. And you could tell where he was.
And the dude was at work, too.
They did not have a back door or a service exit for him to leave out of. So he was going to have to come out the front at some point.
At work.
They did this man bad. Let me tell you something. And that's why I always tell people, niggas are keeping the same energy now. Niggas out here keeping the same energy. So beware. Beware and be careful. I have a felt understanding of this because I have meant it from the depths of my soul each and every time I said I will happily smack the shit out of Derek Jackson. Happily. I don't give a fuck about him lifting weights. I don't. I genuinely don't. No matter how many weights you lift, if you hit a nigga in the right place, they will fall. We've talked about that. I don't give a fuck. Hi, Derek. Get fucked up.
Damn.
Taraji. Quick shout out. We have to do some Black Excellence shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Taraji P. Henson, who has been in her mental health bag.
Good for her.
She has started have we talked about this? No, we have not talked about this before. She definitely started the Boris Henson Foundation for Mental Health. I want to find it.
Boris Henson is her father.
Is her father who suffered from who had mental health issues and maybe addiction issues in his lifetime. This is from The Root. The Empire star and Oscar-nominated actress and woman of my dreams is a native Washingtonian and Howard University graduate. I didn't know she went to Howard.
That's what's up.
So it was only fitting that her inaugural foundation event named for her father, who navigated addiction and mental health issues, be in the city where he lived and worked. Aptly named Can We Talk, the 3-day conference and benefit raised more than money. On Friday, Henson echoed a word many repeated throughout the weekend as it highlighted mental health in the black community's quote-unquote crisis, especially as it relates to children. Dealing with traumas at home is one of the reasons the suicide rate is rising among our children. I can't fathom a 5-year-old contemplating life or death.
Damn.
5?
Damn.
Your shoulders are too small to hold the weight of the world. That bothers me. I get choked up every time I'm at a public forum and I have to say those words. 5 years old, killing themselves. What kind of world do we live in?
Damn.
We have to do something. We have to get involved, Henson continued. I blame the adults. These kids have too much technology and not enough guidance. Most parents don't know how to operate social media, but the kids are on social media and they're being tremendously affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
They're following fake lives, or they're looking at filtered pictures and filtered lives, and they have no guidance. They're going off to college and they're having psychotic breaks. It is truly a crisis. It is a crisis that the 48-year-old actress... Taraji P. Henson's 48 years old? What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Guess what does not crack, sir?
Woo! Black don't. Oh, Lord. Sorry, got off task. It is a crisis that the 48-year-old actress is tackling head-on. The weekend of events was kicked off on Capitol Hill as Henson delivered a searing testimony on black youth suicide before the newly formed Congressional Black Caucus Task Force on black youth suicide and mental health. Now, I did watch that, and yes, true to form, she did get a little teary-eyed.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I have had suicide happen within my family. Mm-hmm. I've had a mental breakdown some years ago, and it is not a thing that is discussed. It is not. It's not discussed to a point where we go further and educate ourselves on these things.
Right.
Black people have a really hard time with this, and it becomes one of these kind of superstition, almost borderlining on superstition.
Right. Something
that can just be willed away by sheer willpower. And that's not to say that that there aren't instances of people pushing through mental health issues on sheer willpower. But it should not be the go-to solution.
I know last week you and I talked about how it's difficult for us to watch certain programming because it always highlights the trauma that we're faced with and that we're really born into. Like, we're born into situations where we have this trauma that defines what our history is.
Correct.
And it's something that a lot of us as black people have to carry with us really for our entire lives, knowing that the history of our existence in this country, for the most part, seems to revolve around some type of trauma.
Right.
So it's important to recognize and to admit to ourselves that it is very possible that we are inheriting and absorbing a certain level of trauma that other people may not. And it's perfectly fine for us to want to unpack that and to seek professional help.
Right.
Not just try to pray it away, but to seek professional help in uncovering and understanding and working through that. And that's one reason why, a lot of us, have these breakdowns. Like, there's no reason that you and your, I would assume at the time, late 20s, early 30s,
yeah,
is having a full mental breakdown. That's a time, that's the prime. That's like the beginning of the prime of your life. And that's the time that you should be celebrating and growing more than you ever have at any other point in your life. And it just sucks that we have this stigma about us that it's weak for us to admit that we need help.
Right.
But we would rather just let the sickness fester and kill us than to admit that we need help to get out of this.
And honestly, I will be honest, I have spoken light about therapy in the past, probably within the first 5 episodes of this show. Because I didn't like the way people were treating therapy.
A lot of people use it as a buzzword.
Right.
And even if, I'll say,
or a way to dismiss other people's problems.
Correct. And I'll say this. If you don't want therapy, if you don't want to go to a counselor or a therapist, at the very least, talk. Talk to people and become comfortable. And I'm saying this, and I'm hypocritical by saying this, because I have vulnerability issues myself.
Sure.
And I'm speaking this as a total hypocrite. But be open with your feelings. Be open with how you react to things. Be open when things upset you and affect you in a way that otherwise would make you look weak to other people. And you'll be amazed at how much better you'll be able to adjust and accept things that come to you that you typically cannot deal with. At the very least, do that. At the very least, be honest about it.
And it helps, man.
It does.
It helps when you become more comfortable with not only accepting yourself, but allowing people to accept 100% of you. And that includes the things that you don't necessarily talk about all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You are becoming a freer person.
Yes. I just admitted that I have vulnerability issues on this show.
Absolutely.
I don't tell anybody that. But that's a real thing. And it feels liberating to say that.
And I will say that you are probably not alone in that, because as black men, we are taught that vulnerability is something to push deep down in and build defenses around.
Especially at our size and stature.
Exactly. And to resist embracing. I've had to overcome that as well. And I always encourage people to be 100% them. I'm telling you, and nerdy niggas know this better than anybody. And nerdy niggas have a different level of coping.
Yes.
Niggas who grew up nerdy just have a different level and a different degree of coping than maybe anybody else. That's not to say better or worse, just different.
Nigga, you read books?
Bruh, when you've been ostracized in your youth just for reading books making good grades, nothing else. What else do you have to? What other ridiculousness could you have to offer that person as an adult that could affect them? They've already accepted all the bullshit that the world has to offer, so they've already embraced being 100% themselves. So you can't fuck with that person. That is why I am who I am today. That's why I am so comfortable telling anyone and everyone to suck a dick.
It's also why you can't whoop my ass either.
It's also why you can't whoop my ass. You can't. Shout out to that simple broad from that terrible podcast that tried to get me the fuck out of pain because I told Marie Kondo to suck a dick.
Wow.
Fuck you, and your mean girls can't whoop my ass. I'm still waiting. What's next? NBA Finals.
That escalated quickly.
I'm still waiting. It's cool.
In the year of 2019,
Oz's ass is very available. Pause.
Phrasing.
In
the year of our Lord 2019,
God damn. Oh, God. It all took a turn for a minute. Oh, man.
In the year of our Lord 2019,
it all went off the rails.
A grown man in straight backs is the NBA Finals MVP.
A nigga in jail braids is an MVP. Oh, God bless him.
A nigga with the same hairstyle as Pusha T is
Oh.
being celebrated by Drake.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
And that means that the light-skinned dynasty of the Golden State Warriors
has come to an end. It's over.
It's over.
Well, you know, I'm not, you know, and you know what? I'm not gonna say it's over.
It's over.
Okay, maybe it is.
It's over. KD is out for at least a year with a torn Achilles.
You know what? Now I'm convinced he is going to the Knicks.
He is.
He's just hurt enough.
Yeah.
When I saw him in, what was it, Game 5?
Yeah.
When he got hurt in Game 5, after like 10 minutes, I was like, okay, now he's hurt enough to go to the Knicks.
Yes. And you know, and now that Clay is confirmed to have a torn ACL after the last game, he'll be out for quite some time. And we're only left now with Chef Curry with the shot.
We got Curry. We got a couple of big six men.
We got horsemouth ass Draymond Green.
You know, shout out to Draymond Green. It's okay. Draymond Green, the face he makes when he can't believe you called a foul on him is the same face that niggas make when their girl asks them who the fuck is Tanya and why is she in your phone. What the fuck? I don't know. No. Again. Oh my God. What? No, wait. You get me. I don't know that. Who the fuck is Tanya?
Man, I'm gonna go sit my ass down.
The fuck out of here. Why the fuck are you on my phone?
Draymond Green, ladies and gentlemen.
Just nigga piece theater. Ozzy D. Randle's interpretation of Draymond Green.
Thank you. Thank you.
So all we got left is Chef Curry. We got Draymond Green. We got Boogie,
who could also get re-hurt any minute.
You never know.
You got a nigga named Looney.
God damn. You got Iguodala. Basically, you got Steph and a bunch of big niggas who are basically just good at being big.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they all used to work for a private security firm. I know they did. They just some niggas that can fight. I'm telling you.
You know,
Boogie in particular. Boogie looked like the quiet nigga who can fight.
Hats off to them, though. They made 5 finals, 5 consecutive years, something that hasn't been done in 50 years.
Quite some time.
Since the age of Bill Russell. And, you know.
Didn't Kawhi get them out of there with the Spurs?
He got the Heat out of there with the Spurs.
He got the Heat out of there, okay.
With the Spurs. So, and he had straight backs then at the time.
Oh,
so,
they really gonna call him a Kingslayer now.
There are only 3 people who have been Finals MVP with 2 different teams. One is Kareem. One is LeBron.
Ah, yes.
The third is Kawhi.
I don't know about them going back.
Nah, it's a wrap.
That
It was a good run. It was a good run, man.
The Raptors' run to this point.
Oh, you're talking about the Raptors?
Yeah. Yeah.
They might.
I have to say, this assembly is kind of a perfect storm for them. They have been leading up to this. It's almost been their like Marvel Avengers build-up.
Yep.
Pretty much since they let Rudy Gay go.
Yeah.
And so they have been trying to put together the perfect assembly to take down Thanos, the Warriors.
Yeah.
And
granted, it did take a couple of injuries.
Yeah, man.
But in that same token, you bitches, the Rockets would have beaten the Warriors last year in Game 7.
Had it not been for CP3 getting hurt. Was it CP3?
Yeah, it was CP3.
Yeah.
So y'all can go ahead and shut the fuck up
Shut
about
the
that.
fuck up. Keep the same energy.
Yeah.
I saw that on somebody's shit who was like,
Hey.
y'all ought to be. Was that Scotty?
Probably so.
Was that Scotty who was like, man, y'all ought to be mad.
Scotty spit, yeah.
Shout out to Sky Spittin', man. That's still a brilliant ass album.
He and his brother know basketball better than most of y'all do.
That they do, man. I cannot hate it all.
They both played, so.
Scotty played?
He played Division I. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I didn't know that.
One of those dudes, like, don't ever say I'm gonna play you one-on-one. He may not look like it, but he still got it.
Oh shit, no.
Yes, sir.
I'm not fucking with any. Look. I'm not fucking with anybody. Not just that played Division I basketball, but that refers to themselves in a song as Starman.
Yes.
Nope. Not doing it. He got too. No, you can't. Because you can't be good at basketball and have comic book references in the tuck. I can't do it. I already know I'm getting waxed.
Just saying.
Fuck that. And then I'm too big to get waxed.
Yeah.
Scotty's like 5'9", 5'10".
He might be right at 6.
Okay, no, I can't take that L.
Yeah.
So the big question is, where is Drake?
Oh, he's. You will not have to wait long for the answer.
Drake is somewhere getting several Instagram models with big butts pregnant. Johnny Blaze is getting her phone blown up right now. She is blocking the shit out of that nigga. Oh man, Drake gonna have 8 paternity cases this summer. He is not gonna know how to fuck the act. Did you see that? Did you see that nigga in Game 5? That nigga was on the side. That nigga was on the sidelines with that custom Titan, Dominic Toretto limited edition joint. Looked like it was custom Titan from a custom Titan by a brand ambassador at H&M.
They told me I couldn't travel with the team, so they banned me from their stadium while my team was on the road. But that's okay, you know. It's okay, you know, because
I was convinced Draymond Green was gonna slap the shit out of him, and I wouldn't have blamed him.
I would not have blamed him.
It would have been a one time I wouldn't have been mad at Draymond Green winning a fight.
Yeah.
Cause Drake was really talking cash shit to that man. I don't know what was being said actually, but
doesn't matter.
the body language and just reading the lips all looked like shit that could get you hit. All of it. All of it. I wouldn't have been surprised. That nigga showed up in that tight ass black t-shirt like he was in Fast. I swear that nigga looked like he was about to race for slips. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. You got it. You got it. No. And then that nigga looked so dejected walking out of the arena.
He was hurt. He was a little hurt.
Oh man, you would think that nigga was on the team. But yeah, so he's somewhere enormously happy, getting several people pregnant, probably still drunk. Hopefully he drops some shit.
Hopefully
he drops some shit. The new joint with him and Chris Brown goes. I'll say that. The new joint with him and Chris Brown is good. Hopefully we get some more shit in that vein. But yeah, he will have to sober up and he will have to deal with all 10 of his paternity cases until then. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Opinions While Black. You are experiencing Opinions While Black, sober conversation with the least sober team in podcasting. Pour up. And we are back.
Yep.
We are black.
Yep.
We are opinionated.
Yep.
And I'm feeling pretty good. Not really drunk. Definitely a little liquored up.
Yeah, we had to kill the remnants.
We definitely had to kill it. Before we go into our next segment, I did want to make a quick statement, retraction, correction, apology, something.
Wow.
Yeah, that's rare.
Wow.
Rare, yeah. During last week's White People Must Be Stopped, I was talking about a gentleman who was a street DJ who DJs in public spaces or something. And I refer to him as, quote, a nebbish Jew. I don't know everything. So it was impressed upon me via fan mail, whatever, from a person whose opinion I trust on these things, that Jew is a slur. I did not know that. I always assumed it was just an offshoot, just Jewish, Jew, right?
Gotcha.
That kind of thing.
Okay.
But taken in the wrong context, and definitely with the wrong terminology as far as adjectives go, it can definitely be super slurish. Apparently, this is a full stop thing.
Yeah.
Guys, even though we do rail on white people a lot, and we do rail on things that they consider to be concerns, and how unequal it can be when reciprocated, this is not one of those times. Opinions While Black never wants to come across anti-Semitic.
Absolutely. And we learn.
And we learn. We learn shit as we go. We are people. There's definitely no ill will towards this person for tapping me on the hand, correcting me. I appreciate it. With that in mind, if any listeners caught that as well, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. And that's really, that's really all that needs to be said. I apologize. It's definitely a thing that, we shoot from the hip. We're off the cuff, but we definitely try to go for some decorum.
Yeah.
So, I, in particular, I will do better. Sorry about that. We'll make a concerted effort for that to not happen again. Now I know.
Yeah. Good job.
And it's just that simple, guys. That's how we make the world a little better. With that in mind, it is time for White People Must Be Stopped. White people must be... Well, first of all, for White People Must Be Stopped, let's first of all talk about the fact that this Central Park... this When They See Us got another Central Park 5 prosecutor the fuck out of Dodge. I forgot which one it is, but they definitely got her the fuck out of there.
Yep.
So it's retrospective and some decades in the making, but out of there is out of there.
Sometimes that's all you got to do, man.
Sometimes all you got to do is tell your story. That is it. And in that regard, Ava, didn't we just talk about Ava saying that the shit needs to be documented, and I leave the rest to you?
Yep.
That's what she's talking about.
And this is a message to young people, especially out there. I tell this to my niece all the time. I'm sorry, this is my little old man moment.
Do it.
When we are telling our stories, we have the ability now, more than any other point in human history, to document everything that we do.
Yes.
And sadly, a lot of us spend time documenting ourselves and putting the focus on ourselves in certain situations. I'm talking about the selfie game. You know what I'm saying? Turn that camera around the other way. Show us what the world looks like to you. Keep our stories out there, because those stories make the difference between what happens with a Central Park 5 and what happens now that the story is being told from our perspective, now that we have the power to do so. So this is the power of controlling your narrative and speaking the truth. Get these people the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm talking about. And that's how you stop white people. We have a submission from Vanita Johnson. This is a couple weeks old, but is definitely a story worth telling. This is courtesy of the Washington Post. Black students on a field trip said, well, I will just read it. The field trip to the Boston Museum of Fine Arts was supposed to be a reward for good grades and excellent behavior. Instead, chaperones say students from the Helen Y. Davis Leadership Academy Charter School in Dorchester, Massachusetts. Oh, it's in Dorchester, so they don't know about the letter R. Left in tears last week after they were subjected to racial profiling from museum employees and offensive comments from visitors. On Wednesday, This is a couple Wednesdays ago. The renowned art museum issued a public apology to the middle school where the majority of students are black or Latino. All of the 26 7th graders who went on the school trip are students of color, according to school officials, and the allegations have prompted a larger conversation about how museums and other elite cultural institutions can be uncomfortable spaces for people of color. Specifically, I will skip to the... Oh, God damn it. I'll skip to what actually happened. Apparently, they were told by one of the employees, a staff member who was explaining the museum's rules allegedly told the group, no food, no drink, no watermelon. Yep, that happened in the year of our Lord 2019.
Wow.
A person said that.
Wow. And you kind of cover watermelon when you say no food.
Right. So you were going out of your way to be a fucking asshole. You covered food and drink, and then you said watermelon. You went out of your way to be a fucking asshole.
Wow.
I really want to. I'm gonna get an update on that. I really want to hear that they got fired.
Wow.
Because that's full stop. That's it. That's full stop.
Wow.
No food, no drink, no watermelon. What if I told white people no food, no drink, no macaroni and cheese? I don't know what you white people eat.
You should have said mayonnaise.
No food, no drink, no avocado toast. I don't know.
Oh.
No food, no drink, no kale.
You just shut down the whole Williamsburg demographic with that one.
They'll be all right. No food, no drink, no... Zima? I don't know what y'all... I don't know what white people consume. I'm going to start doing a project.
Anything artisanal.
Artisanal. Okay, no food, no drink, no Shake Shack. Those are sliders. Those are not burgers, those are sliders.
That's true.
Those are sliders.
They're good.
They're all right.
Anyone who thinks Shake Shack is better than Whataburger,
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Don't ever come to Texas. That is violent language, guys. Send your racist stories, your racist encounters, your real life racist stories, anything you think we have missed in the news. Send it to opinionswhileblack@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, via any of the social media outlets listed below. Yes, because we're back on YouTube this week.
Yes.
We'll be back to finish off the top 3 STFUs. You are experiencing Opinions While Black, Houston's most savage podcast. Pour up. And we are back. We are black. We are opinionated.
Yes.
And it's Friday. We're a little liquored up. I'm going to go get liquored up even further later tonight.
The good thing about recording during the day is that you can day drink and then drink.
And then drink. I can day drink. I can go home. I can chill, recharge, get something to eat.
Yep.
And get right the fuck back at it. I love it. God, I love podcasting. It is time for the top 3 STFUs. Who are the 3 people in America who need to shut the fuck up?
Okay, shut up.
It's a good list this week. We got a couple of returners.
Wow.
We got a couple of returning champions. Number 3, Mr. Cory Booker.
Okay, shut up.
What?
Mr. Rosario Dawson's supposed...
Don't say it.
Okay.
Don't
All
say
right.
it. Don't say it.
Still having a hard time with that one. Cory Booker is circling the wagons. The details of the news story are not important, but he is definitely circling the wagons. He has gotten some members of Congress, I believe, to ride with him on a reparations bill that he is preparing.
Oh. We're still trying that.
We are still trying to convince people of... guys, look. Let's just... We've had this conversation before. We're going to go ahead and have this real conversation again. It's going to be a quick version, though. listen very closely. Reparations will never happen.
Oh.
Ever. Not at any juncture in the physical universe that we occupy will reparations ever be a thing. Period. The end.
Oh.
And Cory Booker should stop trying to convince people that he doesn't know this. I don't think Cory Booker's a dumb guy.
He's very smart.
He seems very sharp, which is why I know that he knows that reparations will never, ever happen in this country, in this lifetime, in the physical universe that we currently occupy. So shame on him for trying to convince people that he believes this, and that he believes that this bill that he is trying to get passed, well, for this bill for convincing people that he's trying to get this bill passed. He wants to be seen trying to get the bill passed.
Yes.
Cory Booker, it's not going to happen.
It's not, sir.
Reparations is not going to happen. You being president's not going to happen. Shut the fuck up.
Stop fucking
Period.
Rosario Dawson.
Okay, shut up.
And leave Rosario Dawson alone. You can't handle that.
Please.
You can't handle that, and I don't know why she's trying to convince you that you can.
Okay, shut up.
Number 2. One Christopher Maurice Brown.
Okay, shut up.
Is that his middle name?
Yes.
Wow.
Chris Brown is back to fucking up in his ex's mentions again. So he saw a picture of Karrueche and Victor Cruz together. Mm-hmm. Now, Victor Cruz just had on some fucking workout gear.
It's whatever.
He's an athlete.
That's what he does.
That's what he does. A lot of athletes tend to keep a lot of workout gear.
Mm-hmm.
Look. And so he gets off in the mentions and was like, look, no cap. Nigga says no cap. It's absolutely a cap.
It's a cap.
It's a cap. No cap, but you might want to try to style your man up a little bit. He looks like he's buying off the mannequin. He spelled mannequin wrong, by the way.
Okay, because I was like, there's a 0% chance that he spelled mannequin correctly.
MANNIKIN. He spelled it like the Chick-fil-A cow spelled chicken.
Chris, please turn the spell check on your phone, please.
Turn spell check on, autocorrect. Let the phone do the work.
Just please. Just do like what do you just speak it. Just speak it.
Yeah.
Speech to text,
talk.
whatever you do,
Yeah,
man.
do
Just
that.
let that do all the work for you.
Please. Look, Chris, get out of that girl's DMs. Get out of that girl's mentions. Don't you ever look? Whether I did it or not, if a woman puts a restraining order out on me, whether we have a kid together or not, I'm never interacting with that woman on social media publicly ever the fuck again.
It's probably a good idea to not engage once you have a restraining order in place.
Because after that, all you're doing is piling up ammo.
What do you have to talk about?
Nothing. The only thing you'll ever see from me on in Karrueche's mentions, if I'm Chris Brown, is when do I send somebody to pick my kid up?
Wait.
They have a baby together.
Karrueche?
Right?
No.
Isn't that hers?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
All right. Oh,
no.
they ain't got shit to fucking talk about.
Yeah. No. That's some older woman. They caught him slipping.
Oh, okay. Then they ain't got nothing to talk about.
No,
what the fuck are you on this woman's social media for?
If I'm not mistaken, and I might be completely off base, he might have cheated on Karrueche with this woman.
Ah.
It's possible. I may be off base.
Okay.
But no, Karrueche got away in time.
Okay. She dodged that bullet. All right. Then what the fuck? No. Shut the fuck up. Get out of this woman's mentions. First of all. Second of all, Why the fuck do people want to talk spicy with football players? We already know that they have taken and delivered some amount of punishment that normal humans should not be taking and or delivering. Anybody that possibly has progressive brain damage and works out 5 to 6 days a week hard, I'm not fucking with them.
Yes, they broke up in March 2015 because they found out that Chris Brown had a child by someone else.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Like, why the fuck? First of all, Victor Cruz must be a nice nigga. Because I can name 3 niggas off the muscle that my girl already has a restraining order out on you.
You know what?
And you talking spicy in the DMs. I know 3 niggas right now off the top that would have folded your ass up.
But here's the thing. He also knows he's confident. He also knows he could whip Chris Brown's ass. If Lil Duval was talking spicy to you in the DMs, you probably wouldn't be too bothered. Because you know he's never going to be this close to you to talk that same shit.
Never.
And as a gentleman whose professional occupation was to hit people as hard as they can,
Or to get hit.
And render them horizontal to the ground, that's not the type of energy that Christopher Maurice Brown wants one-on-one.
Man,
Let's be real, because Chris Brown ain't gonna come at Victor
no
with his own hands. No.
And y'all from T Breezy, stop trying to convince me that this nigga knows kung fu. Oh, he grew up studying Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Shut the fuck up. No. First of all, even if that is the case, knowing martial arts is not a guarantee that you will never catch a fade.
I know a dude in high school who was supposedly a black belt in some martial art who got one-hitter quittered by a short dude from South Park. It was just one blow to the temple. Out.
Martial arts does not ensure that you will never catch a fade. It just means you're less likely to catch a fade than someone who is untrained.
Yes.
That's it. You're just prepared. That's all it is preparation. Don't get Chris Brown folded up.
Or get Chris Brown folded up.
You know what? Get Chris Brown folded up. He need an L. He need an L out here. He owes us for being in takers. Yeah, I went back there. He really owes us for he owes us for this Christmas, all that. Shut the fuck up, Chris Brown.
Okay,
please.
shut up.
Put out some good music. Keep putting out music. Do that. Just do that. Just do that. You have that option.
Yeah, you do.
To just put out good music and make people forget that you are a complete amoral piece of shit. That's up to you. The choice is yours. And the number one person in America who can and absolutely should shut the fuck up
Okay, shut up.
is none other than DJ Khaled. No bullshit.
DJ Khaled.
We the best. Khaled's a little upset, y'all.
Just a little.
Khaled's album did not debut at the best.
Aww.
It debuted at the second best. Behind Tyler the Creator. That was a good album.
It was a good album.
That was a
really
good
good album.
Yeah. Shout out to Tyler. Good for you. And he wants to sue Billboard because, okay, so not to get too deep in the weeds on this, we've talked about the bundle thing before, where you sell other products related to your situation, your album, or whatever under the same UPC, I believe, as your album.
Right. It's why Nicki was salty about Travis Scott.
Exactly.
Months ago.
In this case, DJ Khaled was selling energy drinks under the same UPC as his album. Mm-hmm. The problem is not all of those UPCs counted as sales.
Correct.
Because they were sold in multiple packs.
Right. So if you sell something, Billboard tracks sales by individual unit sales. And if you sell a 12-pack of something, for example, that 12-pack itself counts as a unit, not each individual component thereof.
Right.
And those rules are outlined somewhere. And Khaled's dispute was that it should not happen. They were like, well, we told you can't have bundles made of like multiple items like that. Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
And your album was only okay.
It was good. It was good. It was not great. And now he wants to sue Billboard for him being the second best.
We the second best.
It still has a ring to it, Khaled. Kinda. Look, man. And then this is all after he posted on social media. Something to the effect of I don't sell bundles, I sell albums, some shit. Even though this is all about him trying to sell bundles. These artists getting upset about not being able to play the same game, about losing at the game they're trying to cheat at. Y'all got to stop.
Just make music, man.
Just make fucking music and you ain't got shit else to worry about. Just make music and you ain't got to worry about who cheated better than you, whatever. Khaled, there's nothing wrong with being the second best. You have endorsements everywhere we see you. You are always on somebody's TV screen. You're always taking up the whole conversation on social media.
Yep.
You are everywhere. You are everywhere. This should not be an issue for you. I heard that song with SZA like 3 times in the car in the Uber on the way here.
You'll be all right, man.
You'll be fine. Grow the fuck up.
You'll still be rich.
You're still rich. You're still gonna be rich. You might even put out a great album next time.
Your son has a number 2 album and not a number 1 album,
which is completely fine. Gohan didn't get to be the best right off the top. That's a Dragon Ball Z reference.
Yeah. I didn't get it.
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
I know that I have a level well above 9,000.
Okay. All right. See, that's good. That's good. That's a good one. That's a valid reference.
That's
either way,
literally the only one I know.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's someone named Goku?
Yes. That would be the main guy. Khaled would be Goku. Gohan would be Assad.
I don't get the reference.
So father and son. Father
okay.
and son.
We'll take that.
Okay, cool. Anyway, Khaled, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
Chill
shut
out.
up.
Chill the fuck out.
Okay, shut up.
Being number one on Billboard doesn't make you not the best, even though you're not the best. Keep doing what you do. Keep making music. Quit trying to have a cheat code. Artists, quit trying to have a cheat code. Make music. There's no excuse. Summer Walker had like a 15-minute album. Just make the music. Put the shit out there.
Just do it.
D-Rail, did we do a podcast?
Oh, we most certainly did.
God damn it, we did. I'm going to have announcements on the next episode about the 50th celebration. I'll be putting those on social media as soon as this one last thing is finalized.
It's coming up.
There will be announcements and flyers
I'm
and
so scared.
all kind of things. You know the drill. D Randle's gonna be live streaming it.
I'm so scared.
There's gonna be like 3 or 4 people, guests that are guest hosting with us. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen in here. This is gonna be the wildest the studio's ever gotten. And there's gonna be liquor. And come out to the celebration with us, pour up with us, take selfies, hang out, live tweet the whole thing. It's gonna be huge, chaotic, and embarrassing, probably most particularly for me.
Yes.
T-Maj, y'all some real ones. I love y'all to death. Thank y'all so much for riding with me, for taking this journey with me. It's only going to get better, I assure you. Until then, you have experienced Opinions While Black, episode 46. Four more episodes.
Damn.
I have been Oz.
I am still D. Randle.
And as always, forever imparting titties. I love this show.